argument. Today, the Advocate General actually wants to complete his arguments. He says it's his time, but that a decision should be taken today itself because there are a lot of things at play.
All right, very interesting. If you've just tuned in, what we are bringing to you from the Karnataka High Court is that while the hearing had resumed and the arguments were being heard, it appeared that the judge of the High Court had said that because of the manner in which these arguments are heading, that they would like to refer it to a larger bench. But as of now, it appears both sides are stating that they would like an early decision, which means that they are stating they would like a single bench to take a decision on this. It's very interesting how this is panning out. And Nolan is tracking all the latest on that. Nolan, till we have another reaction and another observation coming in from the court, and how does this really proceed? Because our viewers must know, if it goes to a larger bench, possibly there would be another date to it. Arguments may begin again. So that will take some time for that final order to also come. And because this is legal jargon, Nolan, I want our viewers and also myself to also understand how both sides are reflecting, because at least they have one agreement that this needs an early disposal. They need an early decision. And likely they are saying if that can happen, that would be, they would be in agreement to that. But what quickly to tell us the 2 points coming in from the government side, which stays defiant on the restriction, on the ban of the uniform, which they are saying is a secular uniform, while the petitioner saying there is a religious aspect, plus girls' education being deprived.
Well, in fact, Pooja, I thought I have some new updates now just coming in over here as of now. Senior Advocate Hegde, who's representing another one of the petitioners, says, is there a power to prescribe a uniform, and has it been properly prescribed? If there is such a power to exercise here, I have a presentation ready. He says today what is absolutely important is that peace comes, constitutional fraternity returns to the college. No heavens will fall for 2 months if there is a via media and modest that the state can file which does not involve any concession or any right. Let children get back to school. So what he's trying to say basically as of now is for 2 months, it's just 2 months, April 16th is the timetable was released. April 16th is when the exams actually begin for the students. Mathematics is their first paper over there. This is what yesterday also, before the start, when the hearing just began in the morning, the advocate representing the petitioners had actually requested, saying that at least for 2 months, let it go on like this. Let the students, let their education not be disturbed. But the state had stated, had actually disagreed to this, saying that they have to follow the rules. They are not against their education, but a uniform is what is compulsory. So it is because of that, with the state not agreeing to the request made by the petitioner's advocate, that this case actually began. So as of now, we can clearly see while Justice Dixit has actually suggested the idea of a larger bench, it does not look like both sides are in agreement to that. They actually want to hear the Advocate General's presentation today, his arguments, and they want an order today itself.
Stay on with me, Nolan. I want to quickly go across to Akshita Nandgopal. Akshita, because you've been speaking to different sides, it's such a communally polarizing issue right now, sensitive as well, and the court, of course, all eyes will be on what the High Court decides. So what exactly has happened now? Because we were expecting arguments to continue specifically from the government side today, but it appears that for now it could be actually referred to a larger bench. What happens then? What are both sides saying right now?
Well, at this point, it's still a suggestion from the High Court, from the judge, Pooja, and he's seeking everyone's opinion on this. As Nolan pointed out, all petitioners, as well as at this point, the state government, they've all maintained that they want an order at the earliest, which means that they're opposing it being sent across to a larger bench. Right now, at this point in the High Court, you've got Sanjay Hegde, senior lawyer, who is arguing, this is on behalf of the petitioner. What they're essentially pushing for is what we discussed yesterday, saying there's 2 months to end in this academic year. Let students wear what they want. Let the students wear hijab. And that's exactly what Hegde has said. He's saying no heavens will fall for the next 2 months. Today, what's absolutely important is that peace comes. Constitutional fraternity returns to the college. And he's also said, let children get back to school. Interestingly, Hegde has also pointed out that he is from Udupi and that he studied in the same college, the MGM college, which is where protests happened yesterday for 5 years. I may be able to persuade persuade your lordship. So that's Sanjay Hegde's argument there. But he's essentially saying, again, saying for 2 months, why can't the state government just relax this norm and then revisit this issue? The academic year will end by then.
Yes.
He's saying stop, ensure that education isn't hampered in the process. Let this academic year get over. But so far, going by what the state government said yesterday, Pooja, they said that they're in no mood to entertain any such demand. Even 2 months, they're not okay with. They've made it very clear that whatever the uniform code is prescribed by the college, that must be followed, and that the state government will not step in any way on that.
So, of course, the government appears very defiant, Akshita is telling us, but what the petitioner and senior lawyer Sanjay Hegde, representing the petitioner side, is saying that two months are just left. At least let that pass and then a final decision likely can be taken. We have more reactions coming in. Akshita, stay on with me because I'm also now joined by Mustafa. Because remember, at this point, these agitations and protests are spreading